Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Zoo. Now we've kind of finished with the main savanna exhibit. That's our first one, which is way too big. It's huge, isn't it? Really. What we're going to be working on though, and I know that some of my elephants are a little bit derpy. They're awesome though, awesome and derpy. What I'm going to be doing is a lion exhibit. I think we need to do a lion exhibit. Yes, the parking lot looks crap here, but I'll transfer all this over. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I need to at some point. So I'm going to use the same kind of material that I used here, like this wall. But I'm going to do like something a little bit different. I think I'm going to have... obviously it's going to be a lot smaller than this. It's just going to have probably 3 lions in it. And the lions are going to have to be big. They're going to have to be like 3 wide big. Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to detail them properly. That's going to be huge actually. Those are going to be very big lions. Maybe we're going to have to make them smaller. I don't know. I'll have to have a look whenever I get around to building it, or maybe we can make them like 2 wide. I know it's going to look like crap like this. That's the only problem with 2 wide, whereas 3 wide at least you get a head. I don't know. We'll have to have a look somehow magically. So I think this path's going to just continue on around the back. And what I wanted to do at the back of this, and I'll just do a little bit of this as I'm talking about this and try and get this done. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is I want to have a rock where you can walk around the back, and then there's a rock where you go down and you can actually see through. So I want to have that in here somewhere. Don't know how I'm really going to do it, but... And that's really square. That's horrible. No. Actually, it's fine. Who cares, right? But I'll do the actual main building up part like this. I'll do that off camera, so don't worry about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just wanted to show you guys what I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then get to there. So we're going to have probably... a little bit bigger. I don't want to have it too big. I want to have a mountainous background on it. That's one of the ideas I had. So first thing we're going to need is some of these rocks, and yeah, I'll have to change the biomes of them. I'll do like a biome brush or whatever, as soon as I figure out how to use it again. But for the time being, we can do it by hand, can't we? There we go, savanna. As well as these, this will be savanna as well. So I think continue on a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Have that straight, and then this down here will have basically like a rock wall, is what I'm thinking. Like here, you know, like we're just like mixed in bits and all that kind of stuff here. But this actually goes down to this level. And this here, well, let's do this. There you go, like this here, like that, is glass. So I'll have like dark glass, like black glass. Which obviously you wouldn't be able to see too much, and the lines wouldn't be able to tell. Then you can actually see the lines from here. So that if they were, for example, if there's a load of people here, like standing here, and they get spooked and want to go away, but people still want to watch them, as long as they're quiet, they can then jump down into this bit here and actually see them. There we go, let's just change the biomes of those. And there we go, like that. Okay, and then that would have a fence going over to it, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. I think that actually works. I'm just going to make the fence go over it, or however the rock part of it's going to work. I'm not really too sure. I'm going to have to make a bigger fence, I think, for that entire section. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. That goes to there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then if we get to there, so that'll give us a nice look. And I think that's probably big enough in terms of like the depth of it. I am planning on having like a nice cave at the back as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, oh, not that. I had to do it the wrong way, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is me trying to get it all perfect and stuff. And yeah, I think the cave bit will be here. So this will also be built into it. Now let's do that. Okay. So I'm just going to have this flat for the time being. And then we'll start moving inwards as well. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Do that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. And I think this one's going to be... I'll probably have like the rock part of it here, so they can hide into it like a little cave. I'll have a little bit of a jungle here. When I say jungle, it's not obviously it's not going to be jungle because they're not jungle cats, but you know what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Let's try and tie this up now. It's going to be straight. We need like a keeper part as well. So let's get the keepers in. Okay, where's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that gets us to there. And get rid of all of these. Just don't need a single one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that goes to here. Now I don't know. I don't think that's going to be the creeper gate. The creeper gate? That'd be very weird. It's not going to be the entrancey part for it. That's what I meant. There you go. 4 will be fine. So that'll give us a nice pen. Now we've got to think about, right, okay, terrain-wise. So all of this is going to be, obviously, savanna. Let's just do like a big thing here. At least there. So I'll just do set biome. Savanna. I think it's spelled that way. I can't remember. Let's see if it worked. There you go, that worked. So there we go. Let's just do this. So maybe I won't have to do a big biome brush on it. Do bits of it though, can't I? There we go. That. And for some reason that's changed over. That's really weird. That's plants that did it on. Okay, and then all this back bit as well. Yeah, well, we'll start working on that separately. Let's just deselect that. Okay, so what I'm thinking. Obviously we're going to have like a bigger fence than this one. Well, this one's 3 high. I think I'm going to need more than that. So we're going 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think at least. That's not even going to have... The ones that I've seen don't even have that. They do have, however, it going back into the pen. Hopefully that makes sense. Now we could do that with a couple extra bits and pieces, actually. Now that's what I'm thinking of doing. What I'm going to do is... I can figure this out. Jungle blocks. Now, of course, in my pack, I actually have something a bit extra, don't I? I can actually do this, and then if I change the biomes over to extreme hills, there we go. Like that, and then I can actually do that instead. I think this is too thick. But what isn't is the slabs, which will look kind of cool going onto that, and it will look kind of like what I've got in my head. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that does. And I think we can even just go on top of these just to make it a little bit different. But that seems to work. Okay. That's what we're going to do the star-wise, so that it's always got this, like, up thing. And this is because if they can jump and they can try and climb up, they get stuck on this, but they can't climb over. If that makes sense. They can't, you know, parkour out of it, is what I'm trying to say. So I'll be doing that, obviously, off camera, as I said. I think that's the right height, though, for them, unless we make really big... Oh, we could be making like really massive ones, couldn't we? Right, let's just sort out some of this at least. And that's going to be these transition bits that are just going to be messed up. And I know that a load of it's going to change as soon as we do, well, anything. Yeah, that's fine. There and there. That's like one piece there, okay. At least that's done, a tiny little bit of it. Okay, so then we get that. Right, what else we're going to have? Let's just... clear that, and again grab the bloody thing. Okay, so we have this block, this block. So we need this to be, you know, a little bit... I don't know how I'm going to do this, but... yeah, you know, like a bit too sheer that they need to go over. And that's going to have a very big bit on it, obviously. It's actually white. No, it's not. This is the white one. I think this is yellow, isn't it? Is that yellow? That is... oh, it's confusing me, that's why. God damn you, metacycler. Stupid thing, sometimes. Okay, so I have something like stupid, you know, like... that or whatever. Okay, here we go. I think that'll be a really good experience, you know, to have a viewer here. And that's the idea of it anyway. And we'll also have all of this bit, you know, down here, mixed in. There. There you go. Oh, that's kind of cool, isn't it? Okay, so that'll be that rock. Then at the back we can have a rock. Over here I was going to have the other bits of it. They usually have like a, well, not really a sand pit type thing. Like a hilly area. Hilly area is going to be at the back, I think, where we get the mountainy bits. So we're going to have a rock, like a pride rock. So like a proper Simba rock. We're going to have one of those here. around this area anyway. I think a lot of the terraforming for this bit is going to be by hand. So I might end up doing, you know, a couple episodes, like 2 episodes on this. Not too many. Just don't want to do a lot, and I'll probably just paste in the trees from other places as well. I guess we're going to get like this. Sandy rock. Are there any others that we can do with this? With the orange one? Can't remember what I did with the orange one, if it looks good or not. Alright, might help if I'm not looking at it. There you go, let's grab the orange one. Yeah, the orange one doesn't look too bad. So, it's a little bit too orange. If that makes any sense. Let's do maybe some red sand around it or something. Just to mix in with these and make it look a little bit, you know, sandier. So then we get like a place where one of them can just be lying on here. You know, that's the kind of thing that they do, isn't it? Alright, there we go. So just got these. Maybe let's build that up. I have a little grass path here that goes up. So maybe this whole bit here is going to be... Let's just do that. Right, this whole bit here is going to be built up. Okay, like that. Get bits of the rock coming through. As well as like all this orangey sand. I don't know about that red sand yet. Doesn't quite work, I don't think. You know, it's a little bit too colourful. I think, yeah, it is a little bit too colourful. Oh no, we'll mess around with it anyway, and see what we can come up with. Maybe some normal sand can mix in properly. So we'll have that. There's going to be a little bit of a rock build up here, not with the orange sand. With the brown or something, yeah, let's do brown for the time being. So it gets to here, so there's like a little path on this bit. Whenever I get around to doing half slabs, I'll make sure that they work in this. There we go, so we get that. That'll obviously be raised up properly as well. So I get this, oh, that's kind of cool. We get the pride rock here. This bit's all going to be a little bit more out then. You know, going all the way around to there or something. Maybe even this one here can be the side door. You kind of want to make sure that you can see everything to get into the into the place. Into the place, yes. 2 and probably 50 or something. Yeah, I know that it doesn't always work on all these bits, but it's fine. Okay, so then we get like a raised bit. We get like the hill area, which would be quite useful because then if you're actually watching these guys or having a look at these guys, at least you can see it up. I know that there's like a couple of places that they'll be able to hide then. I know that this looks a bit crap because it's all just rock and stuff, but you know, you have like just random rocks in around and just do a couple of these mixed in and stuff. Like that, and around the back as well. Let's just do tons of crap basically. So we got a weird rock there, we got this one here which I don't like that sand at all. I don't think I should even use it. This needs to be more like that anyway. There we go. So there's this one. So we get that. That's a bit rockier. And then there'll be the caves at the back. Now that's going to be a bit more difficult. I think I'm just going to do... I've got some pictures of them behind me as well, which is really useful. Okay, this is almost updated anyway. Just need the actual chunk update. Well, someone's now changing over. There we go. Let's just do the biomes. Yeah, there's all of this crap. I think the easiest way to get rid of that is water. So, bang. That did that. Set that out. I mean, there's no reason we can't have ones that go down here. I think sandpit as well. I think just normal sand. You know, like down on this side or something. We could just have some sand in there. So we'll get that started. There we go. Yeah, we'll have a nice little sand pit. Could really do with half slabs, couldn't I? Maybe I'll do that off camera. Like quickly, just get a load of half slabs for all this stuff, like in a texture pack. Not half slabs, slabs. You guys know what I mean. Right, okay, so that gives us a very, very basic thing. We've got like a couple patches like that. We're going to have one that's like dipped down over here as well. That could just be, I don't know, just dip down, to be honest. Doesn't have to be anything. With a bit of water in it or something. Down below. I'm just mixing a bit more mud around it. There we go. That's quite big. But then we'll have this bit here, just a tiny bit of water in there, not huge, vast amounts. There you go. There you go, like that, and fill that up, fill this all up. There we go. Right, not that one. That at least gives us something like that. It doesn't look like much, but you know, it's not too bad. And we can just grab this and spam it around. That'll work. There you go, like that, and maybe even have the little trail going up there or something. There you go. So that's that bit. Because then from here, you can still see that. Whereas from other places, I mean, we need that to be everywhere, to be honest. Right, okay, so we get these bits there. We can maybe do some more rocks around as well. Even if it's just like simple little things like this. You know. Very, very simple. Down there. Okay. I think this needs to be spammed around as well. It looks a bit too... And there's loads that are getting in the way, of course there are. Difficult. Right, there we go. That, and... So we get like a sandy bit as well. That looks a bit better, I think. I know it's a bit spammy, but... that at least adds a bit more character to the whole place. I think this Pride Rock definitely needs to be bigger. It's just very small now. Now that I've like raised up this bit and everything, I think it needs to come out a lot more as well. Definitely needs more colour into it. Can have it like all the way up here or something. So yeah, we get like that. Something that they can really... Oh, there we go. Okay. Gonna mix in some sand and stuff as well around this bit. I'm gonna try and bring it around here as well. I'm gonna do it with this first. Oh, I do not want green. The other ones work quite well, I think. No, not... Oh, we could do some greys, couldn't we? We could actually do some greys in the back. Greys and blacks in the back. I might do that to try and offset these colours. The other one doesn't look too bad. The orange one doesn't look too bad until I turn off shaders, and then it looks really obvious. So that's why I'm not using that one as well. Maybe a little bit of sand around here. Just grab some... Let's grab that and just make this like a little bit sandy. Maybe we can even do a little bit more, grass around these bits. So it's got like rocks and stuff in it, and you can tell there's rocks in it, but it's you know what I mean. There you go. That looks better. Like a clear path up that way. Do we need to maybe even do that? Okay. Some of these aren't going to quite work, are they? Be careful about the rocks and right on the side. But I think that'll work. Okay, so then we've got the Pride Rock. What does that look like? Kind of crap. To be honest, it does. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's fine. There we go. That's kind of good. I think a couple little more rocks around here as well. Even if it's just in the ground, I think that works. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's at least got us started. I think we're probably going to have another episode on just this part. What I'm going to do off camera though is I will be building around the fence. I'll also put around this floor here. I think I'll probably do this little area as well if I figure out the fence part of it. But there you go, that's a nice little exhibit. I think that's a lot more detailed than this one because we've been able to spend a lot more time just doing this small bit. And I think it kind of works, especially with the angling and stuff, to make it a bit more interesting. And then we got, you know, when we do get this back wall as well, which is going to have to be quite big. I think we'll have to leave the fencing part of that until we get onto it. But anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.